Hi, it's Nick from Nick's Nutrition and welcome back. This is going to be a bit of a product review style video as well as showing you 2 healthy, easy recipes to make at home, and I'm also going to be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned until the end of the video and I will tell you all about it. So about 2 years ago I first blogged about the Sukrin range, and I blogged about their free from bread mix, which is packed full of healthy seeds and fats. 2 weeks ago I then blogged about free from products, and you guys loved it so much that I thought I would basically do a video explaining more. So I'm going to be using 2 products today. One of them is going to be a cake mix. I don't normally like to use cake mixes, but the ingredients list of this is pretty good, and what I'm going to do is show you basically how to make a cake mix more nutritious by adding some different ingredients. This cake mix is free from added sugar, gluten, wheat and egg. Basically the reason why I like the Sukrin range is that they produce these sugar alternatives. So it's like a natural calorie-free sweetener. You've got the sugar, they do like a brown sugar alternative, you've got icing sugar, then they've also got some fantastic flours. So the coconut flour is a fantastic source of fibre, so it's 50 grams per 100 grams. Then I'm going to be using peanut flour today, and it's reduced fat peanut flour to make some biscuits, and this is a really good source of protein, so 50 grams per 100 grams, and that's the same for the almond flour as well, which I'm yet to use. So if any of you guys have got some healthy recipe ideas to use with almond flour, do let me know. So first up is the cake mix, and my first tip, which I actually didn't think about before, is the fact that you don't need to use the entire cake mix all at once. If you're anything like me, if you bake a load of cupcakes, you will eat the load of cupcakes. Have a go at dividing it up. So this says, for the entire mixture, add 3 large eggs. So why not split it into 4 and use 1 medium or small egg per quarter. I've only used 2 quarters so far. I baked some muffins in the oven, which turned amazing. They were really golden on the outside. And I've also made this in the microwave, so a little bit thinking outside the box. It took about 1 to 2 minutes, and it's really great if you just want something sweet on an evening. I whisked up the ingredients and popped it in the microwave, so that's what I'm going to show you today. So first up, I'm going to show you how to make a cake mix into a mug cake, which is really easy. This is the mixture, so I've already gone and used half. All I'm going to do is add another half of this, so 70 grams, to a mixing bowl. So now that the cake mix is in the bowl, I'm just going to add 1 egg and crack that in. And then I'm going to add some oil and water. So it gives you an amount to add per the whole cake. All I'm going to do is divide it into 4 and add that to the mixture. So I'm just going to add the water, and then I'm just going to give the entire thing a mix. A little tip is that when it comes to cake mixes, get experimenting. So at the weekend when I made this, I added some grated apple and some raisins, which tasted amazing. Today though, I'm going to make a carrot cake version. So all I'm going to do is add some grated carrot, and I'm going to add some ginger and some cinnamon. So you saw how quick that was to do. Literally the cake mix, 1 egg, some oil and water. And I have used vegetable oil today, but I've also made this with coconut oil, and it worked just as well. I've added my ginger, cinnamon and grated carrot. Now all I'm going to do is pour 1/3 to half of this mixture in a mug. So I've gone and added half the mixture into here, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for between 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm going to put it on for 1 minute, check it, then put it on for another minute. So this is now out of the microwave, and it honestly smells amazing. To this you could add some fresh berries and some yogurt, or you could add some of their sugar-free icing. So it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. It's a pretty unbelievable product, to be honest with you. All you do to make it is mix some of this with a little bit of water to get your consistency, and you can also use it to make buttercream. So you just add 200 grams of this, 100 grams of butter, some vanilla and some milk. So I might be doing that later. For the remaining mixture, so if say I was going to enjoy that now and I want a couple of cupcakes for tonight, I'm just going to get these silicone muffin cases, divide the mixture in between and pop them in the oven for between 20 and 25 minutes. So whilst the cupcakes are baking, I'm going to show you how to make peanut flour cookies, which honestly taste delicious. I've done the measurements in both cups and grams, but on my scale here, I'm going to use grams today. So I'm just going to turn on my scales. First of all, you're going to need peanut flour, so like I said, really high in protein, and you can actually make low-fat peanut butter from this. You just mix 2 parts of the powder to 1 part milk or water, mix it up, and it makes a really nice low-fat peanut butter basically. So I'm just going to start by adding 1/4 cup or 30 grams of peanut flour to the bowl. To the peanut flour, I'm going to add 100 grams, which is about 1 cup of rolled oats, just normal porridge oats. And what I'm doing is I'm adding all of the dry ingredients first, and then I'm going to add the wet ones. I'm then going to be using their sugar-free alternative, so 0 calories, and I'm just going to add 4 to 5 tablespoons, depending on how sweet your tooth is. I've got quite a sweet tooth, and seeing as though it's calorie-free, sugar-free, I'm going to add 5. I'm just going to give that a mix. Now, if you like cinnamon as much as I do, you can go ahead and add around a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to estimate. And then you just want to add half a teaspoon of baking powder and then a pinch of salt. And just give it a mix. To this mixture, you then want to add your wet ingredients, so 1 egg and then a tablespoon of coconut oil. So I'm just going to add a tablespoon of the coconut oil, which I just heated in the microwave. And I'm also going to add a third of a cup of milk, which is about 85 ml. And I'm just going to mix everything together. So to add a bit more fibre into this recipe, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of the coconut flour. And I'm also going to be adding some raisins. However, you could add things like chopped nuts or even chocolate chips. This is a great cookie recipe for if you're just peckish between meals, or if you want an after dinner dessert, or if you've got kids and the kids are really peckish. It's all super healthy ingredients, it's packed with fibre, slow release energy, and you've also got some healthy fats in there as well. Now that the mixture is all mixed, I'm just going to add a handful, so about 1/4 cup of some big juicy raisins, and to give it a mix. The coconut flour is a little bit drying, so it's quite good in helping, especially biscuit recipes, come together. So you want to grab a baking tray and line it with either baking foil or baking paper, then either with your hands, so I've just gone and done these 4 with my hands, or with an ice cream scoop. You just want to get scoops of the mixture and pop it on. This mixture will make around 12 to 15 cookies, depending on how big you want them to be. And then all I'm going to do is squash them down with the back of a spoon to make them flat. So I've managed to fit 9 cookies on this baking tray. I've still got some mixture left, which I may eat or may bake. And I'm just going to pop these in the oven for about 10 minutes. So these cookies have been baking for 10 minutes, and I'm just going to allow them to cool. You can then store them in an airtight container. The muffins that I baked for 20 minutes are also out of the oven. I'm going to ice these just to show you what it looks like with the icing, and the mug cake is still here. I really hope that you've enjoyed this bit of a different video, so a bit of a product review with a recipe. I'll put more information about the Ludlam-Raine from Sukrin down below, as well as things like where you can buy it from. I did mention that I was going to do a giveaway, so Sukrin have kindly offered me a whole hamper of their products, including the sugar-free alternatives, the flours, as well as the mixes. So to enter, all you have to do is give this video a thumbs up, comment down below telling me what would be one of the first things that you would bake or cook with the ingredients if you were to win. Then head over to my blog, nutritious.com, and just register your entry within the widget, and I'll put all the information that you need to know down below. So thank you again very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.